Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. How are you? So, today I came with an interesting topic that is crop production and management. So, we all know that food is very essential for our survival. And where do we get food from? We get food from plants and animals. So, day by day, human population is increasing now. So food also need to be produced on large scale because it should meet the increasing demands. One side human population is increasing, on the other side also food also need to be produced on large scale. So in this chapter, in this video, we are going to mainly discuss about production and management of the food. Food from plants. So we get food from plants. How? When farmers do agriculture, we get food from plants. But what's agriculture? What is agriculture? Agriculture means growing plants and rearing animals for food, clothing and other useful products is called agriculture. So what are crops? Crops means plants of the same kind. They are of the same type, same kind, which are grown on a large scale for food, clothing, etc. are called crops. First, we have discussed that we need food on large scale to be produced. So, what is crops? It is also related to that one only. So, you can see many pictures here, 8 pictures. Let us discuss about that. So, examples of crops. We have several plants of maize, or we have wheat, all the cereals. Okay, examples of food crops are cereals like rice, wheat and maize. We have rice in the first picture, and after rice, right side picture, we have wheat, and downside there are pulses. Example urad, arhar and mung bean. So the down two are the examples of pulses. And in the another section we have fruits, mango, apple and banana. All these are fruits. So vegetables, we have onion, spinach, potato. All these are vegetables. These all come under food crops. See now, there are crops based on seasons also. Types of crops are based on seasons. Let's learn about them. Based on seasons, kharif crops and rabi crops. What's the difference between kharif and rabi crops? The crops grown in India can be classified as kharif and rabi. So, kharif crops are generally planted in June and harvested in October. Okay, they will be planted in June and they will be harvested in October. June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. Examples are rice, maize, cotton and groundnut. First picture is rice, second picture is cotton, third picture is groundnut, fourth picture is maize. Rabi crops. These crops are generally planted in November and harvested in April. November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months. 6 months here, 5 months here. And examples are wheat, barley, pea and gram. So first one is wheat, second one is barley, third one is pea and the last one is gram. Agricultural practices. So for growing crops, farmers perform a series of activities in a particular sequence. They have a sequence because they should grow crops over a period of time. So these activities are known as agricultural practices. So let us know what are the categories and what are the series and what is the sequence of agricultural practices. There are 5 sequences. Soil preparation. In soil preparation we have 3 again. Ploughing, leveling, applying fertilizers. Selection and sowing of seeds. Irrigation. Weeding of crop protection. Harvesting and storage. These are the 5 stages. Let us come from the soil preparation. Soil preparation. Ploughing, leveling, applying fertilizers. What soil preparation? So soil is the main medium in which plants grow. For plant growth, soil is very important. And these roots of plants absorb water, air and other nutrients also from the soil. So in order to ensure that these all nutrients, water, air are available to the roots, soil is prepared before growing a crop. What is the preparation of soil? How it is prepared? Let us know now. And the first one in that is ploughing. The process of loosening and turning the soil is called ploughing or tilling. We can also call ploughing as tilling. But why is this ploughing process important? There are 6 reasons for that. Let us know about that. So, it allows the roots to reach deeper into the soil. This helps to fix the plant more firmly to the ground. Okay, so roots go deeper into the soil to get all the nutrients, water and air. So this ploughing helps to fix the plant more tightly to the ground. It helps in trapping air in the soil which is necessary for roots. Okay, it helps in trapping air. We said we need air, water, vital nutrients also. So air is important, so it helps in trapping air. It helps the soil to retain moisture for a longer duration. Okay, for a longer duration it helps to retain its moisture. It helps in bringing nutrient-rich soil to the top. By doing this ploughing process, all the nutrient-rich soil comes to the top. It helps the soil to mix well with fertilizers. Okay, by doing this process of ploughing, whole soil mixes well with fertilizers. It helps in the removal of undesirable plants called weeds. We will learn about weeds in this video, so that time you can understand about weeds. So also the burrowing action of organisms like earthworms, they do the action of burrowing in the soil, and it helps in loosening and turning the soil. It also helps in ploughing process. So these organisms also help in decay of dead plants and animals in the soil. And the burrowing process of these and this process leads to the formation of a substance called humus, because they help in the decay of dead plants and animals. Humus is very rich in nutrients for plants. And soil is ploughed with a tool called plough. You can see the picture here. In the first picture, you can see the plough. Okay. By using that plough, that farmer is ploughing the field. So the agricultural implement used is known as plough. Okay. And ploughs are drawn either by bullocks or other animals such as horses and camels. You can see bullocks here, horses and camels also, or by using a tractor also. Nowadays they are using tractor for plowing the field. Okay, and plow may be made of wood or iron. Also now nowadays we are having agricultural implements called cultivators, which are driven by tractors and are more, they're increasing. Okay, they're being increased for the process of plowing, and this cultivator saves both time and effort. Leveling, the second process. Even after plowing, we have big lumps of soil called clods which may remain in the field. Okay, after plowing also there are big lumps of soil. So these big lumps which are left over are crushed using wooden or iron planks called levelers. These big lumps of soil which are known as clods are crushed with levelers. This process is known as leveling. Applying fertilizers. So when crops are grown in a field, they absorb nutrients from the soil. After growing different types of crops in the same field over a period of time, what happens? The level of nutrients in the soil will decrease because they are being used up by the crops, and eventually the soil also may turn infertile because it is not allowing to crop growth. So to avoid this situation only, farmers often add substances called fertilizers to the soil. What are fertilizers? Fertilizers are natural or chemical substances that contain one or more nutrients which are essential for the plant growth. Okay, they are using fertilizers because the level of nutrients which are in the soil are decreasing because all the plants are using up the nutrients. So we have two types, natural and chemical fertilizers. Let us know the difference now. Natural fertilizers, they are obtained from plants and animal waste, all the waste of plants and animals, natural fertilizers. But whereas in chemical fertilizers, they are obtained from factories, they are produced in factories. Natural fertilizers, they increase the humus content of the soil. They increase the humus content of the soil. But chemical fertilizers do not increase any humus content of the soil because they are using chemicals there. Examples are manure compost, bone meal and bark of neem. And examples of chemical fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, potash and NPK fertilizers. NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Okay. So these chemical fertilizers may get washed into water bodies, and that is also a process that's known as leaching. Okay. And this process, leaching, harms fish and other aquatic animals. These chemical fertilizers are danger because they harm all the aquatic animals. Okay. They lead to leaching also. The second process, selection and sowing of seeds. National Seeds Corporation is involved in the production of good quality agricultural seeds. NSC has also helped in setting up seed testing laboratories in different parts of the country. Sowing is the process of planting seeds in the soil. The points to be kept in mind while sowing seeds are: seeds should be sown at appropriate distance from one another. Overcrowding may result in competition for air, sunlight and nutrients among the young plants that emerge from these seeds. Such competition is harmful for the young growing plants. Seeds should be sown at the correct depth, neither too shallow nor too deep. So what happens here? Selecting good quality, healthy seeds is the next important part of crop production. In India, a government body which is known as National Seeds Corporation is involved in the production of good quality agricultural seeds. So this NSE has also helped in setting many seed testing laboratories in different parts of these countries. So this sowing process is the process of planting seeds in the soil. That's known as sowing. While sowing also, we should keep some points in the mind. What are that? They should be sown at appropriate distance from another, because if they are sown very near, there will be overcrowding, and some get air, some don't get air, sunlight. There is much competition in this, so that we should keep in the mind that point, and we should keep them far away from each other. And seeds should be sown at the correct depth. Okay, if you keep too deep, that's not good, and too up also it's not good. Correct depth you should know. Okay, this sowing can be done manually or using implements called seed drill also. Okay, I said no, it can be done using seed drill also. Manual sowing. Manual sowing means this process is also known as broadcasting, which involves direct sprinkling of seeds into this. Just sprinkle, they stand and sprinkle like that, okay, in the soil. And these seeds are, which are sown in this manner, are distributed unevenly, because there will be overcrowding, because we are just throwing them like this. We are not seeing that it is near or far. Okay, this method may not ensure that all seeds are kept at the correct depth. Okay, and using a seed drill, this is a machine seed drill. A seed drill, it can be pulled across the field using bullocks or a tractor. So seeds sown using a seed drill are distributed evenly, and they are placed at the correct depth in the soil. Irrigation. Irrigation refers to, do one thing friends, if you want to read all these points, just stop the video, pause the video once and go through. I will explain them directly. So seeds which are sown in the soil require water for their growth, and water requirements differ, because a plant what, 2 liters of water, you think? Not 2 liters, half liter of water, and another plant want 1 liter of water. Based on their requirements, irrigation, water supply should be done. So for instance, let us take example, paddy. Paddy needs a constant supply of water, whereas wheat requires at regular intervals. And rainfall is one of the main source of water for the crops, as we can't depend on rainfall for growing of crops, no. So that we have other ways of supplying water to crops, which are traditional methods we have, modern methods also we have. But what is the definition of irrigation? Irrigation refers to artificial application of water to the soil for assisting the growth of crops. Let us know about traditional methods. Canal irrigation, furrow irrigation, chain pump, moat. Moat means what? Pulley system. Okay, you know pulley system. Dhekli and rahat. Rahat means water wheel. Water wheel. They are some of the traditional methods of irrigation. So these methods are very cheap. They are very cheaper, and that they often lead to wastage of water also. Okay, they waste water like that. In that method, the water will be wasted. Modern methods. A sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation are some of the modern methods of irrigation. We have 2 types of modern methods of irrigation, that is sprinkler and drip irrigation. What is sprinkler irrigation? Sprinkler irrigation is a method which involves pumping of water under pressure through nozzles and spraying it over soil like artificial rain. But this method is particularly effective for irrigating uneven land and areas having sandy soil. And drip irrigation is a method that involves the use of pipes or tubes with very small holes to deliver water drop by drop directly at the base of each plant. I will show you the picture so that you can understand clearly. first one, let us go to the second one first. That is sprinkler irrigation. That is just sprinkling of water. This sprinkler irrigation can also lead to wastage of water. Okay. This may cause water wastage, but in drip irrigation directly that drop of water reaches the soil, reaches the root like this. Okay. You can see some tubes there. Okay. Step by step, drop by drop, they reach correctly to the plant. But in sprinkler irrigation there is wastage of water. In drip irrigation we have no wastage of water. Weeding and crop protection. The process of removing weeds is called weeding. Okay, the process of removing weeds is known as weeding. I said I'll say about weeds in when I'm explaining about soil preparation. So sometimes undesirable plants which are known as weeds also grow along with the crop. Let me give you some examples. Amaranthus, wild oat, grass, and also chenopodium are examples of weeds. So these weeds are needed to be removed because they start competing with the crops for air, sunlight, and nutrients. We need crops, so that we should destroy these weeds. So we have two ways. Okay, and these weeds may be poisonous to human beings and animals also. They are danger. Okay, and we have two ways: manually or by using chemicals called weedicides. Let us know about manual weeding first. Weeds can be uprooted either by hand or with the help of implements such as harrow, trowel, and hoe. With hands, manual weeding, they remove the weeds with hands, or also they can use harrow, trowel, and hoe. Let me show you. The first picture is the picture of trowel. With this they take out the weeds. The second one is hoe. With this hoe they remove weeds. And in the third picture we have harrow. With this also they remove the weeds. And we have disadvantages for manual weeding also. Let me say, it is very time consuming. Okay, as each weedicide should be removed with this implement or hand, and it also may lead to accidental removal of desired crops also. So you can see that we are using this type of implements while we are going to take out the weeds. If the crop cuts, it's waste of crop another time. So like that these implements are used, but they are made of iron and they need regular maintenance to prevent rusting. If they did not maintain these three implements properly, it leads to rusting. Okay, and using weedicides. A weedicide, what is weedicide? A weedicide is a chemical which is used to destroy the weeds. So weedicides destroy the weeds without affecting the crops. These weedicides, they don't affect the crop at all. They just destroy the weeds. Example: Jalapon, metachlor, and cyzazine are examples of weedicides. Okay. Now these days natural environment friendly weedicides are known as byeee are being used. Okay. Harvesting. The process of cutting and gathering of crops is known as harvesting. Okay. So after the plant is grown, we need to harvest it. So harvesting of cereal crops is either done manually or with the help of a sickle. Sickle means that picture which is on the screen now. Okay, that is an agricultural implement that's known as sickle, or with the help of a machine called harvester. Harvester also can be used for harvesting. So after harvesting with this sickle or harvester, the grains of these cereal plants are separated from the rest of the plants. How it is separated? By threshing or winnowing. Threshing is done manually or with the help of machine called thresher. Okay. And we also have a combined machine that is known as combined harvester, which can be used for both harvesting and threshing at a time. Okay. And winnowing also, this involves the separation of grain from chaff. Means seed coverings and tiny pieces of leaves or stem which come with the crop. And this can also be done with winnowing machine, or manually also we can do it. When we come to the last stage, that's storage. Harvesting of grains is completed. So that harvested grains need to be stored before they are available for consumption. So to prevent their spoilage, it is very important to ensure that these grains and the storage area are free of moisture. If there is moisture, there is damage to all these food or grains. Okay, there should not be any moisture there. So these grains are dried in the sun to remove as much moisture as possible. Okay, by the sunlight we dry in the sun, because some of the moisture can be removed. Then what are they done? They are then weighed and packed in gunny bags or bins. Okay, either in gunny bags or bins, they pack it, they weigh it, and they keep aside. So where is this kept? All this bulk storage of grains is done in granaries and silos. Let me show you granaries. So you can see two silos and granaries picture here. Okay, there all the grains are stored. Okay, and what is the oldest granary? It is located in the Jordan Valley, and it dates back to 9500 BC. So this storage area should be kept clean and dry, and all the pesticides also should be sprayed to keep the pests away. What are pesticides? We learned about weedicides. So animals such as rats, insects also come to damage the crops. Such animals are known as pests. So most pests can be destroyed by using chemicals called pesticides. Okay friends? Mixed cultivation, crop rotation. What are these? So carrying out the basic agricultural practices systematically, they can substantially increase crop yield. So techniques such as mixed cultivation and crop rotation can increase crop yield further. What is mixed cultivation? Mixed cultivation, two or more different types of crops are sown in a particular field at the same time. Many different types of crops are sown in one field only at the same time. But in crop rotation, they take two or more dissimilar crops in the same field, one after the other. In mixed cultivation, they mix all the crops and they grow. But in crop rotation, one after the other, one after the other. In mixed cultivation, the crops chosen are such that the nutrient needs of one crop are fulfilled by the other. Okay, the nutrient requirements, if anything is less, the other plant fulfills the requirements. For example, we have leguminous plants such as chickpea or moong. They can be sown in the same field with wheat. Okay, but in crop rotation there is no like in mixed cultivation. This is done keeping in mind the nutrient requirements of a particular crop. Each crop's requirements are kept in mind while growing this crop. Examples are wheat, paddy. They use up a lot of nitrogen from the soil, so that we should keep in mind all the nutrient requirements in crop rotation. After getting food from plants, we also get food from animals. We completed food from plants, now we are having food from animals. So, we obtain many kinds of food items from animals, and we call it as animal husbandry. Means rearing animals on a large scale for food and other needs is known as animal husbandry. So, here are some examples: milk, meat, egg and honey. So, where is milk obtained from? It is obtained from animals such as cows, buffaloes and goats. And it is used to prepare variety of products such as butter, ghee, curd and cheese. Next, when we come to meat, it is obtained from animals such as goats and chicken. And people also eat many kinds of fish, shrimps, lobsters and other sea animals. Egg. Eggs are obtained from birds such as hens, turkeys and geese. Honey. Honey is obtained from honeybees, and the practice of rearing honeybees for honey is known as apiculture. Okay, apiculture. So friends, I hope you all understood about crop production and management, and you have learned about food from plants, agricultural practices, increasing crop yield, food from animals. We have learned a lot in this video, and I hope everyone got it perfectly. And the two questions for today's video is, two questions are, the first question, listen carefully. I'll also write in the comment section below also. What are the undesirable plants grown along with the crops known as? I repeat, what are the undesirable plants grown along with the crop known as? The second question, I'll give you 30 seconds, not 30 seconds, 10 seconds time. You can just comment and I will see you the second question. What are used to destroy the pests in field? Okay, what are the chemicals used to destroy pests in field? These two are the questions and you need to answer them so that your name will be in my community tab as a winner of this video. So I already said you announced the winners of two videos. Now this time, if you want your name in the community tab, just comment the right answer below. Okay, and I hope you will answer right answers, because very easy questions I'm asking and only two I'm asking. Okay friends, so if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also press the bell icon and comment down in the comment section along with your answer. Okay, so what's still? Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Links are given in the description box. Okay, so friends, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.